We're building a little decorative fence around a pool. It's just a 1x4 slat, and it's just to keep some dogs out of the pool. But to be able to get everything just right, we use a string line to give us our level top. We set post, run a level top, and then we're running the bottom rail with the grade of the ground. We got to maintain an 1.5 inch clearance off the ground, and we're maintaining an 1.5 inch clearance between the posts. I'm going to show you the jig that I made that I used to get everything just right. You can do it quicker and easier than this, but this is the best way to do it where it's perfect, just like I like it. Okay, so this is a little jig that we built that it just rests up behind on the rail, and I take a 2x4 and a 1x4 on the ground, and I get my measurement from that up to my string line, which this right here is 24.5. This next board is 24.5. And what I do when I get ready to set this board, I move the bottom measurement out of the way and get it set for the next measurement. I take a piece of 1x4 on the top of this slat that we're going to set, and that way, see, it maintains that space in there, to where if you were just trying to set this with a string, if you touch the string and a little bit more touch the string, before you know it, everything's out of level. You use a spacer block, and when you get it set, see how that's just barely touching the string. You take it out, then there's nothing touching your string in that whole line. So here's my 1.5 inch space between my slats. I lay my spacer board on here, pull it up next to the one I've already got on, barely touch my string, and take my staple gun and then as you go, you know, just double check your level. But if this one's level and this one's up against it, then the next one should be level. So as you're going though, every couple of boards, just double check, make sure that you're running level, and if you're not, the next board you put up, just go ahead and put the next board in with one staple, and then correct whatever amount of, you know, you might be off just a little bit, but just go ahead and correct it, and you'll never see it here. And then, because if you don't, and you're getting off a little bit, you know, if you built your jig a little bit out of square or whatever, and it'll get worse as you go. So every 2 or 3 boards, just check, make sure you're level, and it's real, you know, it's a perfect fence then. Mike Culpepper, the Burleson Handyman, give us a call if we can come build a pretty fence like this around your pool. 817-229-1853.